I gotta go in and speak.
Do you trust the vaccine, sir?
I take it. I've already had it, so I'm not worried about it.
What are the chances your dad will get another term?
January 6th. Declassify everything. 100%. Too many people are too weak.
Oh, it fell into my hands!
Which one did you get?
Anybody want to trade for Israel?
All these people are here to get inside, to listen to everybody. I hear everybody complaining, no. Listen, guys, this is bullshit.
Sir, we would have everybody in this building if we could. Unfortunately, the county owns this building.
So bring them out!
Bring it out! Bring it outside!
We want Charlie! We want Charlie! We want Charlie! We want Charlie! We want Charlie!
Give them a chance! Give them a chance! They're trying to fix it!
Ain't fixing nothing. All we do is talk.
He's like a celebrity. This guy just sells fucking pillows.
Sells the best.
He literally fucking sells pillows. This is ridiculous. Yeah, think about that. Think about what's going on for a second. This guy sells fucking pillows. Am I tripping or is this retarded?
No, his business store is way better.
This guy sells pillows. We have the vaccine now. I know Mike Pence took the vaccine. Do you trust the vaccine and would you take it?
No, I would never take it in my lifetime.
Why not?
Because I had the cure of myoleander.com. Remember when I got attacked on Anderson Cooper? This guy brought me that stuff. I have a supplement I take myself, and I don't trust any vaccine. That's just my personal opinion.
Okay. I also had one follow-up. I know in November we had the election. Many people in the media and now the Electoral College voted, and it seems as though Joe Biden will be president-elect. Do you accept the results of the election? Do you accept Joe Biden being president-elect?
Of course I know. I mean, that's all over the news. I'm right involved in the fraud. I talk to these guys every day. I put over $1 million in to fight it. 100% Donald Trump will be your president for the next 4 years.
What do you think the percent chance that Donald Trump is going to end up being?
I just said 100%. 100%. 100. Yeah, 100%.
I know former attorney Bill Barr said that there was no evidence of widespread voter fraud. What do you make of that?
I have no idea why he said that. I know. I do my own due diligence. Sure. I've talked to Lynn Wood almost every day. General Flynn. Sure. Sidney Powell.
But these aren't people right now who are still in the administration. Attorney William Barr was in the administration when he said that there was no evidence of widespread fraud.
He never looked.
Sure. I know we're getting a lot of these cases tossed out. The Supreme Court recently tossed out a case. The Electoral College voted last Monday. It's looking bleak, but you're still giving it 100%?
100%. I've seen it. I've put everything I have out there. 100%. Right. Everyone, when you guys all see what I know and what I've seen, even the people on the left are going to go, gee, I don't like Donald Trump, but he did win.
What's the deadline for this inauguration?
What?
When's the deadline for when
This will all come out before January 6th or on January 6th.
All right, I guess we'll have to look out for it, and I'll follow up with you then. I'll get another interview. And we'll have
Wait,
to find
100%, and you all can't get complacent because 100% Donald Trump's your president, and he's going to be your president for 4 more years. God picked him for 8 years, not 4.
Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Lindell. I know we've been seeing a lot of different lockdowns in a lot of different states. Florida seems to be the loosest. Do you think there's any validity to the mayor saying there's too many people here?
The bars are open, okay? These Black Lives Matter people can shut off streets and they can curse at us and scream and call us all these nasty names. We're just trying to do what we love, what's legal.
Absolutely.
Okay? We're not hurting anyone. We're out here. We're peaceful protesting. We haven't knocked down any doors. There's been a few crazy people, but we don't claim them. That's not who we are.
I know you mentioned BLM. As a person of color, they say they speak for people like you. What do you make of that?
Black Lives Matter is a terrorist organization. They want to destroy the nuclear family. 400,000 black babies die every single year in the United States, but they will never say that. They will never care about the black babies. They didn't care about me. Okay, my mom didn't have me because she planned it, okay, but that doesn't even matter.
They say BLM is about like police brutality. Do you think we need any police reform in the country?
Police brutality does not exist in America, okay?
And right now it's 7 o'clock. Tucker Carlson's supposed to go on at 7:30. He was supposed to be one of the headliners for tonight. Do you really like Tucker? And it seems like we're going to miss it. How do you feel about that?
He's never lied to us. He tells us the whole truth, nothing but the truth. And he loves Americans, okay? And, it just sucks. Because we're trying to do something. We're trying to actually educate ourselves, unlike the left, which they can only care what CNN and Twitter and Facebook says, and they're trying to just override this world with hatred.
I know Tucker Carlson ran a couple of segments the other night questioning the vaccine. I want to get your thoughts on the vaccine.
Okay.
Would you take it?
I would not personally take the vaccine, but it's not that I don't believe in vaccines. It's just that I personally don't.
Why not?
Feel like I need it. I've been around thousands of people, and there's also the fact that it's a 99% survival rate, and I am 19 and I'm healthy and I don't need it.
I know Mike Pence got the vaccine. Does that instill any confidence in you about it?
Sure. I mean, it's been the fastest vaccine in history. We got it in 9 months, and that's all thanks to Trump. You know, you wouldn't see Joe Biden or Kamala out here trying to force it on him as fast as he did.
So, I mean, everybody really in the U.S., if you went to kind of like public school or even most private schools, we still need to get like all the MMR vaccines and things like that. What do you think of those vaccines? Do you have like only a beef with this one, or where's the issue?
No, I don't usually get a flu shot either. And the flu kills more people than coronavirus ever has. So, but I mean, I got the tetanus shot and stuff, and yeah, of course. But I got the tetanus shot in 7th grade, and it's like, you know.
If I could, one personal question: would you date somebody who is liberal or a Democrat? Could you?
Yeah, I have in the past, and it didn't work out because we could never. I mean, I tried to. Have
you tried though, and you could. You think you could? You don't think you
I
could
tried
be
to understand.
No,
I tried to understand, and they didn't want to hear my side. So
tough. I hope we get in. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Mr. Gorko, would you take the vaccine?
So you
What?
Would you take the vaccine?
I don't wear a mask. I'm not going to take the vaccine.
Mike Pence took the vaccine. Do you think the vaccine is safe? Oh yeah, great question about vaccines, lady. Do you think the vaccine is safe? Mr. Gorka, do you think the vaccine is safe?
First, stop shouting like a punk
Okay,
and tell me
not
who you
like
are
a punk.
and
My
who you
name's
work
Elad
for.
Eliyahu,
Who
and
do
I'm
you work
independent.
for?
I work for myself.
Okay, so what's the question? And
Do you
don't
think the
shout.
vaccines are safe?
We're going to send out instructions early
I trust the president, sure, but I think it's up to every American to make the choice for themselves.
Sure, so you do think the vaccine is safe? Yes or no? I just want to get a clear answer.
If it is a function of the president's warp speed operation, yes, but that doesn't mean it should be mandated.
So Mike Pence got it on TV. Do you think it was valid? Do you think it was a real vaccine?
How many times do you have to ask the same question?
Well, it wasn't the same question, but thank you.
You're being obnoxious, okay? You've asked the question 3 times, I've answered you.
Thank you for your time. You guys want to hear a dirty secret? Yeah. Tucker Carlson loves big government. That's it. Yeah. Oh, did you guys know? I feel like there's the big gov sucks chance, but then the chance for Tucker. So we're like a little bit. Yeah, because Tucker is a populist, right? He doesn't say big gov sucks. He makes fun of people. Right?
We don't want to arrest.
Do you guys feel like you're being targeted for being a conservative event over here?
Absolutely, because they feel like we are the only group they're allowed to treat like this because they know we'll be civil and we will take it. They know that any other group politically would not take this. They would go to any measure possible to stop this. They know that we are the only ones that respect decency, the rule of law, and so they feel like they can walk all over us.
Can I follow up with you and ask, and I feel like it was the mayor's idea here to shut this down because too many people are coming here and nobody's really following the rules. I see you're wearing a mask. Not many people around us are wearing masks. What do you make of that concern from the mayor, saying this could potentially be a super spreader type event?
Well, whether we're inside or outside, it does not matter because we are still packed here not having our mask on. If we were inside, we would be quietly listening, we wouldn't be talking, we wouldn't be spreading saliva.
Do you think masks are important?
I think masks are important to helping the vulnerable, but if you know your own risk, you decided to come here on your free will, you accepted that risk when you came, it is not somebody else's job to say that it's for your own good.
Would you like to see more of your peers here wearing masks? Because, I mean, you're one of the only ones doing so.
If that got us in, absolutely.
Okay. Would you be happy even if you guys did get it, would you be happy to see more people wearing masks?
Sure, yes, I don't have a problem with that. My problem is that the rules are so arbitrarily applied, and when the standard is constantly changing, and when these mask restrictions they'll be put in place for businesses but not for Hollywood doing their movies. It is completely arbitrary, and so I don't blame people that feel like it's fraudulent because it's only subjected to certain populations. I don't blame people if they are skeptical. If it got me into my event, if it got this over with, I would be wearing the mask. But we've been wearing it for months, and the goalpost keeps moving.
The double standard clearly seems blaring. I had one last question for you regarding this whole coronavirus stuff and this pandemic. I know recently we had the vaccine come out. Would you be interested in taking the vaccine?
I am not, because I have fertility issues and I have narcolepsy, so I am at risk for that vaccine. But if you are elderly, then you have to weigh your risk. It is less risky to take the vaccine than it is to get COVID. If you're young like me and have health issues, it might be more risky to take the vaccine.
Do you want to see a lot of people take the vaccine? Are you in support of the vaccine generally and just not for yourself, or?
Yes, I'm in support of it generally. I think it is up to the individual to assess their own pros and cons, what is going to work best for them, but I don't think there needs to be a widespread blanket policy because we are individuals and we are free citizens and we shouldn't be nannied by the government to tell us what we should and should not do.
My last question. They're saying that Joe Biden will be president-elect. Do you accept the results of the November election?
I don't want to go around being delusional. It happened. I don't think it's fair, but it's going to happen. And if we just whine about this election, we can't get anything prepped done for the next 4 years.
Would you describe the people who denied the results of the election delusional?
I think if they still think President Trump has a chance, it's delusion. I do think it was fraudulent. That's not delusional. But if you think saying 4 more years is going to do anything, it's not. They've already corrupted it. They got away with it. It's over.
Hey, Elijah, can I get a quick interview?
Yeah.
All right, so we're out here in West Palm Beach in front of where we're supposed to be at a Turning Point USA event.
Right.
We're not being let in. The mayor changed the rules at the last minute. Do you feel like you guys are being targeted specifically for being conservative?
Yeah, the thing is this comes down to executive leniency. I can go in if I want to, but I'm not going to go in because, to be completely honest, well, no, I just don't care. This is every part of this is bullshit. People are being kept out simply because it's a right-wing event, and they followed all statutes, laws, bylines, guidelines, and
are we following all the guidelines? Elijah, look around. I could count the amount of masks I see on one hand.
But they're not in the venue. That's the key thing.
Okay.
They're an outside space, not inside the venue. So yeah, you could criticize these people, but also their projectability of being infected is different. Now, here's the deal. There's no statewide mask mandate. There is a mask mandate in Palm Beach County indoors. We're not indoors.
How was it indoors? Because you said you were in there.
Well, they wanted me to come in, and I got a call, and I appreciate this organization for wanting to bring me in. But I also have to realize these are my people. The people out here who can't go in, I don't know. I think I'm sick of the BS as much as they are. I know it's not Turning Point's fault. People like to blame Turning Point for a lot of issues. There's just an organization.
I want to ask you about the Turning Point response. It's been going on for, I want to say, close to an hour now.
More than that.
We haven't seen any speakers come out here. Don't you think it would be powerful if we saw one of these leaders, maybe Charlie, come out here and say something to how many students are out here, Elijah?
Well, there was about 2,000 earlier and I did. I went on I'm not a speaker. Someone talked to me about speaking here. They ended up not following through with it. Maybe because I'm a little too based for the ideas. That's possible. But also, I love Turning Point. I have no problem with this organization. And
do you think they're responding to this well?
I don't run this organization, but I'm a populist-minded person, and we'll just have to see about what's going on. Now, Charlie and the people, they're actually running the event indoors for the thousands of students that are inside. Should more people be out here? Absolutely yes. But I don't know how this organization runs or what it does, but a lot of people here are pissed, and rightfully so. They're angry, and they want answers, but also, too, we're not going to burn buildings down because we're pissed. We're just out here going... People spend a lot of money to come here.
A lot of kids came in from a lot of different places and a lot of donors
Adults
out here.
too, yeah.
I wanted to pivot and ask you, We just recently had the vaccine come out a few weeks ago. What do you make of the vaccine? Would you take it?
Let me just put this on for a second. I'm sorry, you're too close to me.
All right, here, well, let me put mine on too.
I'm totally joking, guys. Let me talk to you guys for a second here. Let me give you guys a quick interview, okay? Sorry, is this good enough? Yeah, okay.
Are you taking the vaccine?
Yeah, so let's talk about the vaccine here. So Ben Shapiro, who thinks that I'm stupid, is fine. He came out and said, oh, Elijah said that the vaccine has a 95% effective rate for the mRNA Pfizer vaccine. You have a 99% chance of getting over this. He said, well, if you combine the vaccine and you combine your natural mitigation, you basically make yourself immune. Here we go. Hold up.
You might be too base because Ben Shapiro speaking. Maybe because you're saying stuff like that.
Go to your hotel to get checked into your room, okay?
Are you taking the? Would you take the vaccine or not?
I will not be taking it.
Do you think it's safe?
We'll get that result.
I mean, I think it's as safe as any vaccine.
Yes, vaccines are kind of safe. Mike Pence took the vaccine. Do you think that was real?
I don't think it was the same vaccine we're taking.
Interesting. Because that's a huge controversy right there. That's a huge conspiracy.
It's not a conspiracy. It's just like people in federal offices experience and they get better medical treatment than we do.
Okay.
Period. I don't think that people who are going to take it are in danger. I just don't think most people need it, but I'm not against people taking it.
Elijah, thank you so much for your time. Was there anything else you want to mention?
Yeah, don't take the vaccine.
Thank you. I'm sorry for grilling you. You're just so I love you.
But this is the thing. They've only had a certain amount of time to handle this. The mayor did this last minute, went from 5,000 to 1,800 people. We cannot expect them to fix this right this second. They're doing everything that they possibly can. I believe in Turning Point. I believe in SAS. I know that they're doing everything that they can. They already said that they're going to give full refunds to people who are unhappy with this. They're doing the best that they can, and I have a lot of faith in that.
Do you think this was politically targeted for conservatives, that the mayor's targeting you guys specifically?
It's possible. I don't want to say that for sure because I don't know her. I don't know enough about her. I know that she's not exactly supportive of the Republican Party, but I can't say that this is directly targeted. It could also be about COVID. Could be a concern about that, especially since there's already been connections with the health department when it comes to all of this.
It's interesting too because I know Matt Gaetz. He's a Florida rep, and he was actually speaking at the event earlier. It's odd that he can't do anything, but I wanted to follow up with you. Do you think there are any valid health concerns here? There's a lot of people here. Almost nobody's wearing a mask. I'm not wearing a mask. What do you make of that? Do you think masks are appropriate? What do you think about the health concerns?
I think that all of our immune systems are going to be greatly strengthened by all of this, actually. Yeah.
Could people get sick, though? We have some old people around. Actually, it's mostly young people, but I don't want to call anybody out.
You can get sick no matter where you go. You can get the flu, you can get the cold. There's a lot of different strains going around. That doesn't mean it's going to be COVID. And I mean, there's already a 95% survival rate over that.
Would you get the vaccine?
No, absolutely not. It targets the RNA.
Sure, it's an mRNA vaccine. It's cool
Yes.
that you knew that.
Yeah.
What makes that bad? Because this is supposed to be the next gen version of vaccines.
Well, that's a problem. It's a next gen version, which means that it's a genetic modifier.
Definitely.
So that's not something that I want going on in my body. It's not meant to be there. I don't want it to be there.
Yeah, I know Mike Pence took the vaccine. We're giving it to our healthcare workers first. If it's safe for them, why don't you think it'd be safe for somebody like you?
To be honest, the last thing that I saw of healthcare workers getting the vaccine, there was nothing in the syringe. It was a media ploy.
Do you think Mike Pence got a fake vaccine? You don't think he really got it?
I don't know. I can't say that. But that's the last thing that I saw. And my mom being in the healthcare industry, I don't trust it for a second.
Does your mom trust the vaccine?
No.
Interesting.
No.
I had one question for you. It might be a little bit personal. Feel free not to answer. Do you think you could date a Democrat or a liberal?
What? Personally not. I believe in being equally yoked and in our values matching. And so, no, that wouldn't happen for me personally. It's not that I have anything against them at all, like on a personal level. I just wouldn't be able to date them because that's not how I want my marriage.
Completely understandable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much for your time. Hey everybody, thank you guys so much for tuning into another episode. Let me know what you thought of the video down in the comments. If this is your first time here, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, stay barely informed.